Hello, dear students. This is Dr. Mahesh Naik, Assistant Professor of English. And in this video, we are learning or discussing how to write a letter of debt collection or loan recovery. And this is based on the model letter given in the book Business Communication in English. Yes, letters of debt collection. Let us see. In the last class or in the last unit, dear students, we learned about credit enquiry. Credit enquiry. That means uh, a buyer wants to buy the things or the goods he or she wants on a credit basis, and the supplier enquires or collects information from other firm or institution or company about the person or the buyer who wants to buy goods on credit. Okay, if he finds satisfactory report from those firms from which information has been sought, then he moves on to deliver the goods. Fine. Now let us imagine the supplier has a satisfactory report from the other companies regarding the credit status of the new buyer. So he supplies goods to that buyer. But unfortunately, the buyer is unable to make the payment in due time. Then comes a situation where the supplier has to write a letter of debt collection, and those may be banks or these wholesale firms. Then what are we learning from this class? Here are three learning objectives to make the students know how to prepare a letter of debt collection. So that means here you will be knowing how to prepare a letter of debt collection. Good. Then to enable them to understand the meaning of debt collection. Yeah, meaning of debt collection. It is at the outset itself we know that collecting the due amount. And the third one is to enhance their knowledge on the steps or methods to be followed for a debt collection. Okay, here you cannot roughly or in an absurd way collect or write a letter regarding debt collection. There is a procedure. Okay, we will be knowing about this procedure before writing letters of debt collection. Then, yeah, so those are the objectives, and here the outcomes. Okay, what you are learning, those are the objectives. Okay, and here definitely you learn the same things. The students prepare letter of debt collection on their own. After this class, definitely you will have some idea or knowledge about writing a letter of debt collection, and you will come to know the features, functions, and samples of a letter of debt collection. Yeah, sample means the model of a letter on debt collection. And you will know the formalities involved in writing a letter of debt collection. Definitely, you will come to, yeah, you know, okay, you know after this class. Then let us look at the meaning of debt collection. Sometimes a company or an individual may not pay a due amount to be paid. Okay, oh, why this last slide has come? Uh, So, when such payment is not made, in such cases, these letters will be written to recover the due amount. These are called letters of debt collection. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತಾನು ತನ್ನ ತಾನು ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಸಂದಾಯ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ಯಾರು ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಖರೀದಿದಾರನಿಗೆ ಬರೀತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲೆಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Let us look at the features of this kind of letters. The demand letter, okay, this letter of debt collection is also known as demand letter. My dear students, ಈ letter of debt collection ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ demand letter ಅಂತಲೂ ಸಹ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So generally, this letter generally requests payment from the subject of debt. Yeah, that means it requests to make the payment to the person who has to make the payment. It is not sent before an invoice has become overdue. Yes, this letter is generally sent after the payment is not made, even after the due date. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಲ್ಲಿನ ಡೇಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಬಿಲ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನಾಂಕದೊಳಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮೀರಿದ ನಂತರ ಬರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ. It is a reminder with the total amount and a specific date used as a deadline for the default payment. Yes, reminder. In this reminder, two information definitely will be there. One, the total amount and the date. Okay, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅದು ಮೀರಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂಶವನ್ನ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. It warns him about eventual legal court actions. Yes, this letter also warns the buyer, okay, about the legal court action. ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಂದೇಶವಾಹಕ ಈ ಲೆಟರ್. Yeah, there are stages of writing this debt collection letter. Okay, 4 stages ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್. Yes, notification. First stage is called as notification. When do we send? This is sent as soon as the amount becomes overdue. Okay, to pay at the earliest. Overdue means dinanka meerida ನಂತರ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಡೇಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ notification is sent. Okay, notification. We send a notice. We send a notice to that person to make the payment at the earliest. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Enquiry. Yeah, gentle check whether they have received the letter of informing due amount. Yes, second stage, when this is written to enquire whether they have received the first letter which had asked them to pay the amount at the earliest. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪತ್ರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಲುಪಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಲೆಟರ್ನ ನಾವು ಬರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Then appeal, yes, written after the credit expired and makes strong appeal to them to settle the amount. Okay, even though ಈ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, even though the party does not make the payment on the date which is mentioned in the notification, then this appeal letter is written. Okay, ಎರಡನೇ ದಿನಾಂಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ನಂತರೂ ಸಹ ಆ ದಿನಾಂಕದೊಳಗಡೆ ಹಣ ಸಂದಾಯವಾಗದೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ this letter is written. And finally, demand and warnings. This letter is written to indicate that the amount must be paid immediately. Illi samaya kododilla, immediately after receiving this letter, and warn them of future course of action. ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಂತರ ಎದುರಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರರು ಅನ್ನೋದಿದೆ. Of course, the problem means they will definitely go to the law court to settle the issue. Dear students, so far we saw or looked at or learned the theoretical part of letter of debt collection, and now comes the practical part. Yes, dear students, you will be asked to write a letter of debt collection. Okay, letter of debt collection ಬರೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೇಳಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಗ you have to follow this model, and this model is based on the model given in the textbook I mentioned in the beginning slide. Right, so let us look at the model. Okay, yes, left side, look at the left side, telephone. You can write short telephone 08193. So generally first here the first 5 digits are the area code of this place. Okay, you need not write an exact area code of a particular place. So here Hubballi, the place is given Hubballi, okay, but this is not actually the area code of Hubballi. Okay, right, but you write a number, and after that you write another numbers of some 6 or 7 or 8 digits. Okay, then below that facts, Yeah, keep in mind, my dear students, facts you have to write the same area code number which is here. Okay, you have written for telephone. Then come to the right side, email. Email. Okay, you give some email address. Okay, some name and at Gmail or Yahoo or rediffmail.com. And below that write the mobile number, and this mobile number should contain 10 digits. It need not be the actual number. Okay, you just give a fictitious number there. All right. Yes. So very fine. So some technical issue, no problem. After writing these four details, telephone, fax, email, and mobile, we have to write the from address. From address means, okay, the person who is writing the letter or the company which is writing or sending this letter. ಯಾರು ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ವಿಳಾಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. You need not write from address. Bracket ಅಲ್ಲಿ from address ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Right. So here observe, this is the first line is written in capital letters. Okay, in capital letters, in big letters. So Tej Brothers Limited. That means whatever name you write in the capital letter first line. And sometimes, okay, in the question itself, they will give the from address. Then you have to write the same from address. But first line should be in capital. And then other details, number 157, any number for that matter. Here put a comma, then Tilak Road or street, okay, and Hubbali, and with pin, okay, pin postal index number. And here you have to keep in mind, my dear students, okay, no punctuation at the end of the lines, but here it is full stop given because written limited, okay, short, it is short and limited and LTD ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ full stop, otherwise no punctuation marks come at the end of these lines. So after writing from address, give a space, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, okay, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು then write date, date ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, okay, you can write the date in any format. 17/11/2020 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಅಥವಾ 17 number 2020, it is left to you. So after the date, again you give a space there, space ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು to address, we write the to address, and this to address should be left side, not in the middle. From address ಮಾತ್ರ middle ಬರಬೇಕು, to address should be left side of the page. We say left side of the page. Right, again first line in capital letters, then number, some other details, okay, road, place, and pin. Okay, after to address ನಂತರ give a space, dear sir or madam, okay, dear sir ಅಥವಾ slash madam, and here you have to put comma, ಒಂದು ಕಾಮಾವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ punctuation marks ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. We should put comma only, not the other punctuation marks. Then reference. So our reminder dated 21/10/2020, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ, ಅದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದರ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಟರ್, ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಅವರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. Now comes the body of the letter. So body of the letter you have to write in detail, stating, okay, the information you want to convey to that person who has to make the payment. Here, dear students, let me read an example for this body of the letter from the text. Okay, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಂತ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಸಚ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ in that particular book. Fine, I only read body of the letter. To address for the dear sir anta barad mele, reference barad mele, we write. Okay. One reference, I mean one body of the letter. I would like to remind you that the second installment of rupees 25,000 along with interest for rupees 2,50,000 against your development loan number DL 2012 OD 1314 was due by 31st December 2013, the date given here. I think you must have forgot to notice this in the midst of your tight business schedule. Please find the time to make the necessary arrangements to settle this immediately after you receive this notice or letter. We look forward to quick and positive reply. So one example, okay. And this body of the letter, it depends on the question. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ. So after completion of the body of the letter, yeah, we write yours faithfully or sincerely. You can use, okay, but keep in mind here, after writing yours faithfully, again we have to put here a comma like we put after dear sir or madam. But don't use apostrophe after r in yours ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅಪಾಸ್ಟ್ರಫಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಬರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಬರೀಲೇಬಾರದು. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ ಅಪಾಸ್ಟ್ರಫಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯುವರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. And after that you give a space and then put a signature. On the signature you have to sign it. On the sign ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, the signature ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಹಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then space, give a space. After that write the name of the signee, okay, ಅಥವಾ the person who has signed. ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಕೆಲವರು ಹಾಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೈ ಸೈನ್ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ know the name of the person who has signed. That is why we have to write the names in bracket. And his or her position, okay, whether proprietor or manager or sales manager, ಅದೇನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ we have to write here. So here uh, uh, this model completes. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ನ ಮಾಡಲು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Fine, let us have a look at multiple choice questions. And through these multiple choice questions, we will know how much we have understood this letter or about this letter. ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಅಥವಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತರಗತಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. The first question, yeah, the question is there a debt collection letter is generally known as? A debt collection letter is generally known as? Yes, A, letter of complaint, letter of order, letter of demand, letter of enquiry. Yes, the answer is letter of demand. Yes, letter of debt collection is also known as letter of demand because you are demanding the amount due. Second question, a letter of debt collection can, a letter of debt collection can, yes, what can it do? Either threaten legal proceedings or inform the second party, debtor. Neither threaten legal proceedings nor inform the second party. Okay, dear students, find the difference between the words either, neither. Okay, first option it has either, second option it has neither, and the remaining information is same. Then C, directly go to legal proceedings. D, only inform the second party. Okay, a letter of debt collection can. Right answer, look at the answer. Yes, A, right? Either threaten or inform the second party. Yeah, question number 3. To address in a letter of debt collection generally comes at dash the letter. Right side, left side, middle, anywhere. Okay, so in the page in a ಯಾವ ಭಾಗ, ಪುಟದ ಯಾವ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ to address generally comes? Yes, your thinking is right, and the answer is D. Sorry, B. Okay, right, left side. Yes, to address comes left side. Fourth question, how many stages are there in writing a letter of debt collection depending on the seriousness? Stages of letter of debt collection. 3 stages, 4, 5, then obviously 6. Yes, how many stages it has? Let us see. 4 stages, good. Then the last question, from address in a letter of debt collection generally comes at dash the letter. Which part of the page? Right side, left side, middle, anywhere. Right. In the last previous question, that means the third question, I think we looked at the to address, and here from address. Okay, yes, from address. Where does it come? Yes, in the middle of the page. Good, dear students. So here ends this multiple choice question session. Okay, let us look at the reference. Yes, uh, the book Business Communication in English is a workbook by Orient Blackswan. Is taken as reference to prepare this class. Thank you, dear students, for watching and listening to this class. I hope you have understood at least okay, the basic things to write a letter of debt collection. Okay, have a beautiful day until we meet again. Of course, after we meet next time also, you will be having beautiful days in your life. Right? Let me